Okay, chicas. Hold on a second. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna take a look at Li Jiang Tower. And I think this is Li Jiang Tower. Yeah, this is. Alright, let's take a look at this. You guys lose this game, I think? Win or lose, I can't remember. I think you lose, Huge charge with 50 HP left. Booma. So, I can already tell it's going to be a hard game for a Widowmaker, and it's going to be a really hard game for an Ana, unless they get help. And it's just solely because of one hero, the stupid Doomfist.
They're all purple. Just assault them vigorously. There's an Ashe behind.
Okay.
She's stuck.
I got moved.
Lucio purple. Oh.
Alright, coming in, right?
Oh.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened here. We had the whole team here. Let's take a look. So this team reinforces, they get healed up, and they come back for a fight. Did we lose?
I got moved.
Lucio purple. Oh.
Okay, we lost Mandy.
Alright, coming in, right?
So at this point we can't fight anymore. We've lost Mandy and we don't have any more point presence, and they've reinforced. So you've got to know that that's what's happening. When you see them, you're on the run, or you've got them on the run, and then they reinforce with full HP and they start pressing W. That's when you start pressing S. There's nothing much you can do about that because they're one up on you, and the one up that they've got is their main tank. So you just gotta recognize that's just game sense there.
No. Swing, Mandy.
Okay, so not a great nano there. I know you're probably just having fun and just trying to stay alive here, but it's not worth it. It's just probably best to just die, concede the point, concede the percent. You're already ahead of them 15% basically, so I mean just let them have this. Wasting the nano here fucks you for the next fight.
No. Swing, Mandy.
Yeah, it's just not a good nano there, but that's okay. You're just being light, I guess, about it.
Don't talk to them. Don't talk. We're your only friends.
I have B.
Ryan's left side. Myself.
Because Ryan is okay. Ryan's feeding, so now you should just walk in and take the point.
I'm gonna give you bubble.
Anna's in the back.
Shot of this.
Ashe behind.
This wasn't really needed, Mandy. You were super eager to do it because the Ryan was dead. You finally didn't have any competition, but you had this fight won. They were already backing off. They had no. You've got your ult. There's no reason to use this here.
Shot of this.
I'm actually really surprised Liana didn't get it around the corner. She should have. That was absolutely within her hitbox. If she gets hit, then the Zarya dies here. I understand your thinking behind it, but you didn't really need it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's right.
So when they've got boops like this, Lucio and Doomfist. So old Ryan here dies off this Doomfist boop because of the 30% steady, whatever it's called, rock steady knockback decrease. You come back on, but then you get knocked off again by the Lucio. So you can't play out here against booping characters. You lose two, and it's just way too much. Really sloppy.
Okay, what did we learn?
I'm just kidding.
Not good.
Not choose to go out the side door.
Yeah.
They do very well with collapsing into an outside door whenever we push through. So.
Well, we need to be on the inside of the cap.
Okay, so Zan going for the flank here. I like that strat discussion. It's good.
Oh, thank you, Mandy, every time.
Be really careful there when you're trying to move. You gotta move when you're shooting the dynamite, Zen. You can't stand stone still like that. If that Ana didn't miss that first shot, you would have been dead there.
I will have ult though.
Ryan's asleep.
Okay,
over
good
by their
decision to
shield.
leave that sleeping here. At least I think you do. Yeah, you do. That's good.
You have one healer. One healer right now.
I don't have a sleep yet.
Watch that doom. Never mind. Just kidding.
I don't know what this Reinhardt's thinking.
Lucio's here.
Almost back. Almost back.
Okay, so this other Team Zarya wastes
Lucio?
her Grav. Good. You're learning not to chase him. Send your Lucio out there. Send people that can survive. Ash can, or not Ashley, but Ash the character. Zan can go out there and shoot him because you can just force. You can just coach gun yourself back on if he boops you.
Ash one. Oh god. Help.
Run to me, child.
So you guys are really separate here. You've got
Purple at the top.
nice, good stuff.
Don't forget that hog behind though.
Guys.
Ash behind. Ash behind.
Gotta go. So there's a hog near our spawn.
Pushing up.
I found it. No,
Go for the left side.
Oh god.
I don't think it's also.
Okay, so they're down one.
They just grabbed.
Point.
So.
I'm already going to point.
Okay. Staying up here.
That's Roadhog. Roadhog.
I'm going to boop him, Resby. I got you, girl.
I'm afraid I'm
Zarya,
gonna get
Zarya,
booped
Zarya.
at the same time, but I think I just got the Lucio, so nope, just kidding.
Zarya's a sleeper here.
Okay, so let's look here. So someone's over here. This is Ash. Sinbi's over here. Mandy's way over here. Zan's over here looking this way, and we've got Broad over here on the left-hand side. You can't see my cursor probably, but you can see what I'm talking about. You know who's playing what, right? So this is an example of the team being extremely spread out. Yes, you go and get a kill off the side here, or you tried to find a Lucio kill. I don't think it works out. Critical, half health, healer exposed. I mean, not the best positioning in the world,
Zarya's a sleeper here.
and you lose the fight.
Oh, Ash, no.
Oh.
Oh, you're purple. I'm sorry. No, no, no.
Oh,
she got you in the head.
So you're down 3, 4.
Oh no.
So you see how being split apart there fucks you, right?
Kept dancing against the fucking
Let's get out. Out if you can.
Can we?
No. So fall back.
Enough shatter.
You can't really fall back.
Oh shit.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. Point, then everyone needs.
Out. 'Cause sometimes
Okay, so-
I think.
Point 1, some misspent ults there. We were pretty spread out at the wrong times. When we were fighting together, you're winning fights. When you were fighting separately, you were losing fights. You were overextending yourselves. When the other team was regrouping with full strength, you weren't sustained. You were down 1 or 2, and you just kept pressing forward into them. So you couldn't stall the point. You couldn't do anything really valuable there. So let's look at round 2. You're playing Tracer. Pretty good map for Tracer, depending on what you do here.
And we're not. And then I die. Yeah. I'm gonna go left.
Okay.
Okay, let's go left. Good idea.
Lucio's here. Careful for boots.
Oh my god.
Monkey.
God? Oh my god, this fucking is
Unlucky, Bendy. Unlucky.
Team's waiting.
Hog is purple. Hog is purple.
down their tanks. There you go. Down their tanks. I'm pushing in.
Don't know what happened to Zan there. Couldn't have been good.
Good point. Still on it?
Still in the fucking bubble.
Resby, you are
Ash one, Ash one.
you are worth your weight in gold here.
Where did my
Really nice movement.
So confused.
Stalling this out as long as you could. Well played. Unfortunately, too many dead. Okay, let's regroup.
Definitely use Reaper.
So the call is made for a Reaper. I think currently, unfortunately, in this meta, a much better choice than Tracer,
Left side by himself.
especially against the Doomfist. Oh, lucky to live there. Lucky to live.
Don't get knocked off.
He's slow.
Okay.
Dick.
Survived on 26 HP. Pretty good.
Yeah, Lucio's over here.
Ash is having Lucio
This is
doesn't
dead. Don't get slow.
Hog behind. Hog coming behind.
Ash 1, main. She's dead.
Okay, what's a one fight? So you guys were together. You guys were together
Hog's
here.
still here.
I don't know what this guy's thinking.
He wasted that.
What a weirdo.
Have shatter.
Lucio's on around.
They're gonna have grab.
He's in point. Lucio.
Okay, so you're moving together now. You see the difference between round 2 and round 1? Okay,
Shatter.
so Cindy, you're getting booped around a lot, and as much as it pains me to say it, Anna's probably like bottom tier in terms of healing right now, just because. And I mean, I'm not saying that because you have to be meta slaves. That's not the point. Like, you can play whatever you want, but I'm just, you're gonna have a much harder time playing Anna into a double boop where there's environment kills galore around the point and on the way to the point. So Moira's a much better pick here. She can survive through all kinds of mayhem for this kind of thing. She can see it coming, and then she can just fade out of both Lucio and Doomfist's range. So much better. Unless you are clutching every sleep, and you're even still, like, you still might get booped by the Lucio if he gets his right click off. So you just have to be careful.
Gonna shatter bridge. Oh.
Strange grab here. I think. Ooh, so Ash, don't be afraid. You've got your flashbang here. You can absolutely flashbang. You flashbang that Lucio and it interrupts his ult there. I think you guys still win this fight anyway because they didn't have enough. But just for future reference, don't be afraid to use your cooldowns.
Go away! I want to get to the.
Nice work there, Zan.
I can't get to you guys.
You're booped again, Simbi.
I'm not distracted. He's just waiting for me.
Yeah, you need to get off that hero.
Still here.
It's a good thing your team wins the fight there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go around the back though. I should just like.
Pulse one. Adding Ash to the bridge.
Fucking asshole.
Get him.
Nice. Okay, so Resby, you see her here. Okay, you see the Ash. You don't really.
Fire left.
There's one.
Oh wait, hold on a second. You saw her earlier. Let me just go through this
Adding
again.
Ash to the bridge.
Fucking asshole.
Get him.
Okay, so you just saw her. You heard her.
Get him.
You saw her. Okay, that quick little shift to the left there. You saw her. You cannot put your back to her like this.
Ash is far left.
There's one.
Okay.
He's right outside. Yeah.
Just it's a better Ash, then you'll die for sure. You'll just eat headshots in a dynamite. You don't want that. Okay, not much to be said about
Gonna
that.
get a point.
Environment kill. You.
Hey, Mom. Oh, come back.
Okay. It worked out, and I'm glad it did here, but it's a really risky. If we look at this again, it's a really risky ult. If you don't pull this off, if he misses his hook, or if he doesn't have his hook, the hook's gone, so that makes sense. Okay, I can see why you did that more. I mean, you're using it to zone them out, I suppose. Very lucky. Very lucky. I'm glad it worked out. Just maybe ask for a shield next time, just to double check,
Lucio's coming
just to
my
make
way.
sure that you don't die or get
Fuck that guy.
destroyed by the McCree.
Then hammered off the cliff. What the fuck?
I saw her. Oh.
Unlucky. Okay, so we won one round 2. Much better. You guys were playing together that round, so you were never really in any danger of losing that round, which is nice. This round, not so much. What's the plan?
Kill him.
Yeah.
Main, white,
Gonna
black,
go up the stairs.
white.
Questionable fire strike.
They're a
I'm
point.
clipping that.
God, sorry, I'm an asshole sometimes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I walked into that. Snap.
I can't hit you. Oh no. No. It's back.
Nice.
Blam. It's me right now. Sorry, left side.
Oh, Ash, he's won. So just gotta call that out, so that the Tracer can blink in and kill him.
Careful, you're in a weird spot.
Oh, they're
Okay, we got rid of the.
Yeah, that's
I'm sleeping.
Oh.
Doom got me again.
Oh my god, I love it!
everyone.
Very. Just be careful there, Broad. You don't want to walk in front of a Reinhardt unless you've got your bubble for sure. It's just rough. You're gonna have a bad time every time. Okay, so what do you have? Okay, so we've talked a lot about win condition the last couple of weeks. This is what's really important here.
Nice.
Ashley, if you face tank here,
Fucking hilarious. I haven't been
get out, Ashley. Once that shield goes up, you kept.
I don't have
I even yell at you and. You're face tanking, honey. You're face tanking there. You can't do that. You gotta leave the tanking up to Mandy and Broad. You can't be positioned there. It's really not good positioning for you. You're a squishy 200 HP, no mobility hero. So you've got to be. You're a glass cannon. So you gotta play like it.
I missed that.
I mean, you have the mechanics on that hero to overcome a lot of mistakes, but I promise you, if you position better, you will do a lot more. You'll add a lot more value
I have shatter.
with those glorious mechanics that you have.
No. Wanna shatter? Okay, never mind. They're looking
Fade? No? Okay.
too slow.
You don't need to fade. You know what you're doing. Perfect. Beautiful. Come at you. A little bit of revenge there. Nice left.
I'm gonna ult. Come through.
Okay. I'm ready.
I love how you guys are checking behind you. This is really great, Resby. You've really learned a lot. It's actually really remarkable.
I'm trying.
What? My bubble went off. I saw it.
Reinhardt's low.
Okay, you're down 2, so now is probably a good time to.
Oh my god, that's alright. It's still charged.
Okay, so they're wasting ults. Wait, did we just waste?
Ash behind you.
Just get out.
Just the two of you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you.
Dead.
Yeah, you did feed. Okay, I don't need to say anything. You know, you can't walk into it like that.
This was not a good hiding spot.
Watch out.
Okay, so we're just kind of feeding now.
Well, they got
We're
that demon.
feeding. We lost 3.
We almost had shatter and bomb.
Okay, so
Go.
okay, so look. So this is why kill feed's important. Okay. So you have this is the thing. You have the right idea here. Okay, so but you've lost 1 because we're kind of feeding a little bit here. Okay, we feed 1, 2, 3. So you've lost 3. You get 1. You get their 1 Reinhardt. You have no damage and you have no secondary healer with Zen. So you can't. Like Resby has the right idea in pushing, but look, you're 99 to 49. You've got so much time available to you. You can wait for these 3 to respawn before you push in. But what happens is you guys push in 3v5.
Soldier instead?
What do you have?
We almost had shatter
Okay, so you're 2 tanks and 1 healer.
and bomb.
So this beat, I like the idea behind it in terms of a tool of engagement, Resby, but it's just the wrong timing here because you're down 3. Well, you're down 2 technically, but you're down both of your DPS. So Zan and Ash aren't up to do the damage you need to make this beat worthwhile. Okay.
Go. Frog, where are you going?
So it's kind of a bit of a toothless tiger here. You get on point, but you can't sustain.
Watch window.
And now they put a window down. And
Someone's behind us. Andy, come back.
Very slow on.
DPS and white.
okay, so their Ash pops off. I was really puzzled how you guys lost this fight, and now I can really see why. Okay, so if you waited 10 more seconds on that ult, Resby, with and until you were grouped up and got back to the point, you could have used beat there and won the fight. So it's those little things that make a difference, right?
I'm trying to stall.
Turns out to be a big thing.
Regroup. Don't feed, don't bleed. No.
Okay, so Broad's right. You guys got lots of time. You got 25 seconds basically
I also have coalescence.
to get back to point, which is lots of time.
Here.
Okay, you're close to big alts.
Might have soldier by now.
Left side?
Shatter.
Shatter again. Have they?
That's a long cooldown, Broad, to be burning for nothing. You have no idea what's around this corner, so don't use it unless they're starting to take damage.
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Alright. Here. Go, speed.
Alright, so watch out for a shatter.
Huge. Okay. Nice coalescence. On luck.
Bitch, die.
Yeah.
Alright, couple little stairs.
Please get away from me, sir.
So you guys are dead
Oh
here.
god, I thought the Bob was up the stairs.
Let's see how we can play this differently. Fuck off! Okay. Let's see how we can play this differently.
For shatter.
If it can be played in. Okay, so you see the Reinhardt here. You need to back off around these corners. Zarya's low. Tracer should be on her. I can't tell what Resby has, if she has anything. So Resby, if you can boop the Ryan, like all this these little mechanical things that you guys can do to win this fight so that he doesn't get the shatter off. Zarya doesn't get any further damage off because she's stunned. Tracer blinks in, kills her. Resby boops the Reinhardt. Okay, Sinbi, you're tucking behind this corner because you see the Reinhardt. Oops. Oh, bonus shot. And boom out.
Bitch, die.
Okay. Alright, so spoiler alert, you lose the game there. So yeah, there you can see some mistakes that we've made, and that's okay. That's why we're looking at this. And it doesn't owe to one individual ever. It's always a team effort in terms of win or lose. So look at this video, look at your own mistakes in it, try to improve on those things, and I don't have to repeat anything. I don't think you're all intelligent young women, so I'll leave it with you. Enjoy, and as always, if you need anything and you want to do some 1v1 stuff, one-on-one stuff, whatever, I'm always happy to help you out with that. Okay, ciao.